How we going? G'day, legends. How we going? Happy Friday. I'd just like to announce that I'm addressed by the Shack man himself, Brett from SMG. So not sponsored, but I thought I'd wear my shirt for a bit. You know, the Shack Attack shirt. Check it out. Yeah, Brett was a big supporter of the charity, as you all know. Cheers, and happy birthday and a Merry Christmas. Nas, do you want to put all the little people up that said g'day to me so far? Like Mark Hopkins, pop him up. G'day, Mark. How you going? Now, I've got to go for the little thing on the side here, so I've got to work out. Mr. Buckerini, g'day, Mr. Buckerini. How's things going? Easters, g'day, Josh. How are you, mate? Looking good. Lukey Reed. G'day, Luke.
Lucky
good to
Luke.
see you, mate. Keep going, Nas. Keep scrolling through. Landy Smurfs there. Howdy, folks. Lorna, how are you, love? You're looking good, by the way. Who else we got? Mark Lavelle. How are you going, mate? All good down here in Melbourne. Just, Shack Country, official sponsor. Yeah, that one. We're moving on. Out there cheering. Craig's on. Done that one. Done. G'day, Landy. How you going? How's the weather in Tassie, Landy? Just need to know, what it's like. Mark Hopkins did that one already. We got the beautiful Gay and Carol. Just saying, Carol Gay. G'day, ladies. How are you tonight? How's the volume on the microphone? I got a new stand, which you could just see the top of my little microphone thing. So I got a new stand delivered yesterday. So I want to know how that goes. Blackers. G'day, Blackers. It's all good, mate. Fantastic. Well, we've said g'day to everybody, haven't we, Nas? Yes.
Still a couple more. I'm going through them all.
Couple more. Keep going. We've got 32 in the chat, which is a great start. G'day, Craig. Blackers done. Blackers already, Nas.
Yeah,
G'day, Ange. 231 metres above sea level. Greg Campbell, how you going, mate? Looking good. Keep going. Who we got? I've got no control. He does the button thingy. Bruce. My name's Bruce. Gail, how are you, love? Looking fabulous, by the way. Did you see that? So, who give us a thumbs up in the chat? That is, who came to the event? Because I had a good time at the event. Did a lot of walking,
and he doesn't remember who came.
I went around and seen everybody. By the way, if you're at the camp, and I did see you, just saying, half price ice creams up the shop. Just saying. See, we got half price.
They ran out of gate times there.
I know they ran out of gate times. I got two.
I didn't get one.
Two. They ran out of gate times, but half price ice creams. It was pretty bloody good. I thought it was fabulous, wasn't it, Nas?
Yeah.
Let's just say she got a bit cold. We got up there Wednesday. Well, I got up there Wednesday. Let's just say the wind chill factor was like minus bazillion. She was a bit cold and woolly and all the rest of it. And then the weather finally picked up on Friday, which was great. Now, Nas, you got anything exciting to say?
Welcome, everybody. Specifically, it'll be exciting. I finished my camper.
Nobody cares about your camp. We're talking about legends right now. It's like me talking about my YouTube channel. We don't do that.
Anything else exciting? I've been gardening all
Shack
day.
Country, my new sponsor. Just saying. I'll paint Brett into a corner yet, but yeah, it's Shack Country. Brett from SMG.
Wearing that all weekend, telling everyone he's ambassador. He's their new ambassador.
He's Victorian ambassador. If I say it often enough, people will believe me. But yeah. No, so big shout out to Brett, our fabulous supporter for our shirts. I really cannot say enough about that man. He's an absolute legend. Who do you want to bring in for? Actually, Nas, could you bring them? Oh no, I'll do it in a minute. It's all right. I'm going to get changed in a minute. Put another shirt on. Not my dinosaur costume, by the way. Just saying. So, Nas, what do you want to do? I've got my schedule here that you didn't like.
So, what do you want to do? You're running things.
Okay, I'm running things now. You know, there's people in the back room right now watching this going, you're full of it, mate. You're absolutely full of it. All right. So, I wanted to say good day to everybody. Just saying, have a good chat. A few stories from the as I got on here. A cracking weekend. We got our fire going. Half price ice creams. Just saying, up at the shop. That was my catch cry at camp. Half price ice creams. So we had Nas, can you fix up the background, please? Thank you. I just mentioned about the half price ice creams. The Buller Road Brewery. We had a great weekend. It was a top weekend. Got the diesel heater pumping again. It was, let's just say, as I said, a bit cold. So because it was a bit chilly, I had to go to Mansfield and buy a new coat. You know how it is when it gets cold up in Mansfield. It gets cold, doesn't it, Nas?
I thought it was lovely, mate. You guys are a bunch of sooks with the diesel heaters. There was no drama whatsoever. I remember a sunny weekend.
You notice he calls you a sook because he doesn't have a diesel heater. That's why he's calling you a sook. He's going, oh, I'm too much tougher. I don't need a diesel heater. Mind you, he sleeps with his dog Peppy. So who needs a diesel heater?
The tough guy in the pink shirt, mate, can handle it all.
Sorry, what was that? I wasn't listening.
The tough guy in the pink shirt can handle it all.
He can. All right, now I'm going to put a glass up to everybody who came to the event. I want to have a healthy cheers to everybody who turned up to the event. So if you're there, cheers. If you weren't, there's one for you anyway. We had a great time, didn't we? Yes, we did. Okay.
Craig didn't need a heater.
Sorry?
Craig didn't need a heater.
Well, good on Craig. That's great.
Did you see that question?
No, I didn't see the question because you didn't highlight it. Let you know about my patches. Now, how many patches did you need, Martini's Adventures? Let me know.
Are we talking Legends patches or Ed's patches?
He's talking about Legends patches, I would think, Nas.
Okay. All Legends patches are now coming out of Mansfield Lakeside Holiday Park. You have to ring Mel.
Quickly, I was just going to mention that with the leftover coolers, stubby holders, whatever you want to call them, and patches, we've left them with Mel and Nathan at the Mansfield Caravan Park or Holiday Park. And what they're going to do is they're actually going to sell them through the caravan park. So visitors turn up, they're going to flog off the patches and told you start 5 times and start listening to. Yeah, I know. What did I say? So they're selling them at the reception there for us. So what they're going to do is they're going to sell them because the charity's just based, all the bank accounts will be closing down and all the rest of it. So what they're going to do is split the money between the Mansfield RSL and starting over dog rescue because Mel knows both people. So she'll be putting them over. So that's where they're going to. So they didn't get thrown away, which was a bit of a thing for mine. I really didn't want things to get thrown away, but that was. Could you put Brett's message back up again? I told you 5 times, Ed. Start listening. Oh, Brett from SMG. I'm just saying, Shack Country, Shack Attack, official sponsor of Ed's Forward Driving Camping. Now,
how much you get paid, Ed?
Oh, I got a shirt. I got a shirt. I'm happy. I got a shirt.
So excited this new ambassador relationship that you.
I'm his Victorian ambassador. Just ask me. I'll tell you anything. Yeah. All right. Now, see, would you like? Now we've done. I've dribbled on a little bit too much. Could you bring in Chris and Lynette, please? Here we go. Oh, geez, that's very official. Well, there's Chris. G'day. Can you hear me, Chris?
G'day. How are you? I can't hear Nas, but I can hear you, Ed.
Mate, that's the main thing. As long as you've got the main communications ordered out. All right, it's on screen right now. We've got Chris, the president of the Mansfield RSL. Congratulations and commiserations all in the same sentence.
No, thank you very much. It's a huge honour. We'll just see what goes. See what I can do.
What happens. All right, Chris. Now, I don't know. Nas, you want to take some questions from the audience, or we'll just say g'day. Need to see where the money goes for all the merch. None of it off this hiding shit. Even I can't read that, Jordan. So I don't need to plan as a donor. We'll work it out. All right, Chris, President. You can look down a bit, mate. We're looking up at your nose.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to focus through my glasses.
Yeah, mate. You weren't in signals. Chris, could you just let everybody know what you used to do in the armed forces? Because they may or may not.
No worries. I joined back in 94. I was 17 years old. Didn't really have anywhere to go. Family history is Defence Force, so I went and joined the Army. I was hoping to get into artillery, which was my old man's field. Instead, I came in as catering. So I was serving the bar and the dining room, and then I became a fitter and turner, meaning a cook. You fit it into a pot and turn it into whatever.
Something mysterious and brown, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So what kind of fancy stuff were you cooking with?
So, I did 11 years of that, bit of PTSD, etc. A lot of Vietnam vets jumped out to help me out, got me in a better place, moved here to Mansfield, and I've been the welfare officer for quite a few years, and no one wanted to step up as president, so I thought I'd give it a go. So,
bait layer.
Thank you.
What's a bait layer?
Bait layer.
What is that?
Yeah, rat poison.
Bait layer. You might have to explain that one, Buck. Is that a military thing or
Probably
Chris
a
is
Boy
thinking?
Scout thing. And so, Chris, see, we've so you've helped out a few people over the time at Mansfield RSL. So, as in your role that you had there, so what did you do for that?
Which role, sorry?
When you're welfare officer, who did you help out there? Just give us a bit of a background.
Yeah,
that sort of stuff.
yeah, the welfare
Hang on.
side of things, it's veterans and their dependents in need. We can financially assist them. Last year, we managed to home 2 homeless veterans, they've gone so strong ever since they've been able to be put in a building, got connected to the community, got all the specialist help that were required, and these guys were actually Afghan vets, so pretty raw for them. But yeah, the welfare side of thing is not just for our veterans; it's for our family as well as our local community come along to the club here, and we try and help everyone out in any way.
Cool. Nas, would you like to kick off with Lynette? Chris, you can have a drink now, mate. Just get the pipes going again. I'm gonna quickly get changed, Nas, into my new costume. I'll be back.
All right.
Oh, look out.
Well, Lynette from Staying Over Dog Rescue, welcome.
Thank you, Ness. And
Now, you're there on the weekend, and so I just got a response from Mr. Buckaroony, who said that is what we called cooks in my day, bait layers, because they used to poison us. Okay. There you go. You're a bait layer in the day there, Chris. Yeah, Lynette, we had you there on the weekend and in full force, and it was great weekend, I think, for us. Enjoying and meeting lots of new people. How'd you go?
Oh, we had a great time. It was really good to see so many people all chatting and friendly, making inquiries about the dogs and what we do. People giving us donations and buying a few bits and pieces. It was a great weekend.
Did you manage to get any dogs out amongst our audience, or?
Yeah, we had Alicia had brought 2 dogs with her, and very good chance of one of those will be adopted from the weekend.
Beautiful.
Little bulldog had some surgery, but yep, it's great.
Oh, fantastic. That's great.
And the lady wanted a new carer.
And Ed?
Hello.
Hello.
You still getting changed?
Yeah,
it still looks like you.
Sorry, I got my new uniform on.
It still looks like you, though.
Does it? Yeah, but this one makes me look a little bit more classy.
Professional.
The RSL, not really, doing much here, but yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of the weather on the weekend, guys?
Oh, the weather was superb. Brilliant.
Just saying, that's the only thing I'm taking credit for, is the weather.
I'll take credit for everything else.
Yeah, Ed can take credit for everything else. I did promise everybody the weather was going to be good, and, Ed needed a diesel heater where everyone else was sweating.
Yeah, well, you got a diesel heater. Diesel heaters are good, mate.
No, the truth was it was a little bit cool on Thursday and Friday, and I had everyone coming up to me, but Nas, you promised. I said it's not the weekend yet. As soon as the weekend hit, it was fantastic, as promised. And I'm not committing to the next events, though. That was a hard one.
So, what was I going to say? Something really important. Did you know, Nas, there were half-price ice creams up at the office? Just saying.
Yeah, I went to get a gay time and there was nothing there.
What did you think of our host, Nas?
I thought I was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean hosted in Mel and Nate?
Yes, Mel and Nathan, how they hosted
they
the
were
event for us.
fantastic. They got it, and you know what? We knew that from the day that we met them. They're just a beautiful couple, and they were all in from the beginning. And I will give Mel a lot of credit. She was one of the drivers of this event, and obviously because we couldn't be in Mansfield all the time, she was our hands on deck. Chris, who's just disappeared for the moment. Again, running around and doing some stuff for us, and it wouldn't have been possible without those guys.
Let's get back to the event now, because this is my thing. All right. Now,
Yeah.
pizza night, I think went off fantastically well. Oh, here we go. He's back. He had to go to the toilet. Did you wash your hands, Chris?
I wash them every time. Yep.
Just saying. I was just talking about the pizza night. I know you weren't there for the pizza night. I was just mentioning that the pizza night went off fantastically well. To be quite honest, it was a little bit stressful for me because I didn't think that the donor had enough money, but we managed it, and the pizza shop actually threw some extra pizzas in for you. So I thought that went really, really well. The pizza night. What did you think, Nass, about the pizza night? Went well, didn't it?
Ed, you were stirring me up because I said as long as you got an Aussie, we're happy, and you said no Aussies, but they were there.
They were there. I snuck a couple of Aussie pizzas in. So the pizza night went really well. Now, I did have a suggestion from a member of the community about bush poetry and all the rest of it. Got in contact with my mate Val, and I think that was a very much a successful evening. The people there actually enjoyed it, which was nice.
I actually got a lot of quite a few comments about that, because what was the station she was with? She was
in Preston Station, which was part of Preston Station, which is now underwater, but probably not underwater now.
But she had some not just poetry; she had some interesting stories.
She had some great stories about Ned Kelly. She had a very strong opinion about Ned Kelly, and I tend to agree with her. He was nothing but a thug, but that's just my opinion. Opinions are like, everybody's got one. So Val went off. It went really well. Val was at camp for about an hour. It was funny that I turned off the sound system. It was going doof, doof, doof. Turned off the sound system. We just had Val and a cup of tea, and to be quite honest, all you could hear was the crackle of the fire and Val reciting her bush poetry and telling us about her growing up in the Mansfield area, because that's where she grew up, 82. So that went really well. I was really happy with that.
What's the question, Ed, about the book? Apparently she got a book or something?
Well, you were there, Nats. She didn't say
I was actually busy working that weekend. You were entertaining. So.
I know. I was doing the social thing. No, Val had brought out her book of poetry, which was available, and we took, as Legends of the Charity, or us personally, we took no money for her books as a donation to charity, because I think her spending time with us, she's 82, she got up and done a nut bush for us, all the rest of it, and so she sold a heap of her books, which were real. I was quite happy about that she sold her books, and she was a very happy lady in the night. So pizza night went off like a frog in a sock. Val went off like an 82-year-old lady reciting poetry went off. She did really, really well. So that was good, wasn't it, Nass? Yes, it was, Ed. Who else was there? Steve was there. Steve enjoyed himself from Saw Adventures.
Steve had a great time. I think the puppies did as well. They look a little bit older than last time I saw them, but they're still fit and healthy. So, yes.
And then Chris set up his stand. That is Chris, our mate, my mate, not your mate from the RSL. Salts. He's down there. He set up his little stand of stickers, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, since everyone was donating so much to all the causes, I dropped all my prices down to under half price, so everyone could have a little bit of humour on their vans, cars, whatever they chose. So it was lovely. We sold some RSL memorabilia as well, which was lovely, i.e. the shirt that you're wearing there, Ed, and the hat. So no, it was lovely that you allowed us to do that as well. Thank you.
Where's my hat?
Yeah, we just had a no wood chopping for this. Just a quick one update for those that weren't there. There's been some serious fire restrictions up at the Mansfield area, and Mel and Nath organised special permission for us to have a communal fire for that weekend, but unfortunately we couldn't have individual fires. But as a plus, I thought that was actually good, because it, brought everybody together as well, and gave us a good atmosphere. But made the damper a little bit more challenging, but I think we got through it okay.
I think we should talk about the dinosaur in the room.
The old bloke.
Strut your mutt. Nass, take over here. You and Lynette ran the strut your mutt competition.
Straighten him up. I did enter again for the second time in a row, and massive failure. I didn't do very well at all. I don't think I even got noticed by Lynette. Are you hearing us, Lynette? Could be having some difficulties there. No, but
keep talking anyway, Ness. You'll be fine.
I don't think I even got noticed on the as the top dog there. I reckon so. I missed out on that one. But I think Josh might have taken that one.
I think he did, but I reckon I got second place. Well, hang on,
You
what's
got
going
second
on?
place. We saw the pictures. We saw the pictures up on the Legends group, and that was a big surprise, even to me. By the way, Ed told me I wasn't allowed to enter the competition, which I objected to because I'm allowed to enter as much as everybody. I think I just can't win. Then Ed went all out. He had the music going and big intro, and he jumped up on stage, and then he's you lost it, Ed. You deflated.
Mate, under pressure, you know what it's like.
You couldn't keep it up.
Yeah, what do they call it? Performance anxiety. Everything went down. The battery went down on the dinosaur coin. Was that? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I think we got Lynette back.
Yeah, we're looking at Lynette's nose, so that's okay. There we go. It's all right, Chris. You're on the money, mate. Don't worry about it. Leave it alone. What do you got on your shirt anyway, Chris? I'm just looking at your shirt. That's not the same one. What's on your shirt?
No, so we've got a nice poppy there, ADF badge there, and the Australian flag.
Good man.
Yeah.
The dinosaur needs a special pill. Yeah, well, there were golden daytimes for sale. Oh, hello. We're getting a bit of feedback. All fixed. Gone. All right. So, yes. But, yeah, Poppy Fest. Hang on. I think in about 3 weeks. Would I be correct in that? There's not a special occasion, but I'm saying there is an occasion called the... Chris, this is your line. Go.
We have the Anzac Day. You'll have a lot of your RSL members in your local areas selling badges at the moment as well. So keep an eye out for that. All the money raised there goes towards the welfare fund to help all veterans' families in need.
So how does it work for you, Chris? Like
I learnt off you.
Do you get, like obviously if we're buying them here, if I'm buying them here in my local shopping, a supermarket or whatever, does that go to a local precinct or does that get shared?
Chris wants to know about if he buys a poppy local. I think Chris Nass wants to know if he buys a poppy local off his supermarket guy. Where's the money go to? His local or to Anzac House?
So really, at the end of the day, because the ATO obviously give RSL the guidelines what we can and can't do with our monies, it all goes back to RSL, and we request we can get anywhere from $1 to half of our money returned back to us. So we've got money in our account here to assist the veterans. And if we need to pull any of that other money from Anzac House Victoria, in our case, we just apply for it. And with the right reasons, we can actually get that funds given to us to help the veteran.
There's a question there from Mr. Go back to the question, Nas. There's a question there from Mr. Buccarini, who actually was a serving member of the ADF. And his question is, Nas, read the question out.
What years did you serve and what units?
So you can't hear Nas? Yeah, I've told him. Oh.
Yeah, you can't hear me. You can't hear me for whatever reason.
Chris?
Everyone else can hear me.
Yeah, I still can't hear Nas, unfortunately.
That's probably a good thing, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, I reckon he's rigged up his...
I'm just saying, Mr. Buccarini was an ADF. He was in the ADF as well. Wants to know what years did you serve and with what units?
Yeah, okay. I joined in 94. I did my 6 weeks at Kapooka, went to Puckapunyal to do my catering training. Then I was posted to Queenscliff in 95. Queenscliff was Command and Staff College. It was training majors to become lieutenant colonels. I did 6-year stint there back to back and then headed up to Brisbane to 2nd 14th Light Horse, the Tankies. And then 2 years I went over to 2CR, the Engineer Regiment in Queensland. Did 2 years with them. Compassionate posting back to Queenscliff, which was schema, soldier career management, something it was, and then followed through with a med discharge with my broken back. So yeah.
Man. Yeah. To be honest, I've been fortunate. I got no injuries from when I was in, but I was only in for a short time. So lucky me.
Yeah, we welcome.
Look, one day
questions from the
service
audience,
classes
by the way.
anyone a veteran nowadays. So if there's anyone out there listening, yeah,
I'm just thinking, who do I join? Should I join the Mansfield RSL?
look,
All right,
there's lots of RSLs, but your money.
I'm
If you join here, your money will go to the right place, and you'll see this place getting bigger and better.
I know. I'm looking forward to it, mate. I'll be up there again for Friday night drinks one day soon. What was I going to start? Somebody, the Wanderer Oz just asked, do people selling poppies get paid or are they all volunteers? Chris,
All volunteers.
I know. Yep. They're all volunteers, mate. So they sell the poppies. And as we said, money gets spread around all the RSLs and all that sort of thing. I'm sorry, Nat. I'm taking a lot of time up with the RSL. It's my passion.
No, that's right. We're open. That's what the question.
We can't forget the beautiful people with the puppies.
We can't forget starting over dog rescue. So let's get some questions for those good people there. I'm sure there'll be one there somewhere. What do we got?
$1,000 fuel on their trip.
$1,000 is not bad. Who spent $1,000?
Gail.
That's not. To be honest, that's not too bad.
So, Lynette, a lot of people went there to get an update over the weekend, but how many dogs do you reckon you look after a year? It's a little bit of insight there.
Well, last year we took in just over 2,000 dogs. So they were dogs from pounds all over Victoria, some surrenders, some from the RSPCA. Yeah, about just over 2,000 dogs, puppies, lots of puppies.
Is it average age? Puppies, unfortunately.
Varying. We have puppies from 4 weeks of age. That's Geordie. Puppies from 4 weeks of age up to senior dogs, 12, 13 years old. The older dogs often are surrendered because the owner has passed away and nobody else can look after the dog.
And what's the most popular dogs you're seeing? Or not popular, the most common dogs.
The most, for quite a while there, for a few years, most common dogs we got from pounds, especially up in the northwest, were Staffy crosses and Bull Arab crosses. Yeah, we get all sorts of different sorts and sizes now. Yeah, but Staffies are fairly prominent, and Kelpies. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're so grateful, obviously, that you do. It's pretty sad that, 2,000 is a big number. I mean, obviously that keeps you guys busy, but, you're not doing it all yourself, though, are you?
Mm.
Oh, no, not just me. No, we've got volunteers all throughout Victoria, and they're amazing people. We have volunteers that actually are foster carers that take in dogs. Some people will have 4 or 5 dogs at a time. We have people who actually do transport. So when our van and trailer comes in every week, we have people that will meet the trailer and then take the dogs off to the carers. We have people who volunteer to do admin work as well. Yeah, they're an amazing bunch of people.
Yeah. And that's what it's all about. Like, for me, obviously, dogs, I've always had a dog in my life. I think most of them have either come from friends or being rescued. I've never actually bought a dog. I mean, you do pay for dogs, obviously, when you get, when you rescue them and stuff, but I don't consider that. My money's never gone to breeders, never gone to, it's always just gone straight into the care of the animal. What do you charge these days to get a dog out? Obviously, a lot less than what you're making.
Yes, a lot less. It varies a lot. We may have dogs that might be worth $450 for whatever reason, and puppies are often over the $1,000 mark, maybe $1,200, $1,500, because as I said, on average, each and every dog that comes into care costs us over $700. So even though they might be de-sexed and vaccinated sort of thing, when you average it out, it's over $700 for each dog. And our vet bills in 2024 were, I think, over $1.2 million, because we don't say no to a dog. We get a lot of dogs with very medical conditions, heart conditions, hip replacements, or hip having to have they amputated ear problems, all sorts of things. So yeah, we don't say no.
Yeah. And that's it. That's what we discovered basically, is that you're one of the few dog centres that actually take on some of the, poor, unfortunate dogs that most places, and we won't mention some of the bigger names and stuff, but where it's just seen as too complex or too expensive, and you guys take them all and you do everything you can to find them homes. Are there any cases, do you often get cases where you just can't rehome a dog? Like, does that happen very often?
We've had a few dogs, this is to my knowledge, a few dogs that are what we class as permanent fosters for whatever reason. We have, I know a dog that came in as a young pup that had a very bad heart condition. The vet said it's not going to live past 12 months old. So the decision was that it would just be a permanent foster. So there's that sort of thing does happen. Yes, we do have dogs that carers just keep until end of life.
Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, Ed, what's next?
Yeah, and we're really.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I just mention too? Sorry. So we have, as you can understand, our bills are quite high, but we have an amazing relationship with a company called LifeWise, who are provide us with all of our dry dog food. So we don't pay for any dry dog food at all. And when you consider we have 2,000 dogs that come in, and LifeWise give us all of that food, it's just amazing. We wouldn't be able to do it without them.
And that's good quality food too. That's a premium.
It's
we're talking about that on the
premium
weekend.
quality.
I tend to use is it Black Hawk, because I believe it's Australian made, and it's probably the higher end stuff of the cheaper. It's kind of like your mid range stuff, mid price stuff, and it's probably at the higher end for quality and.
Nash, you're full of it. Your dog hangs around my camp and eats all my crumbs. So just don't you. You don't feed him, mate. I do. He hangs around my camp and eats all my crumbs. That's why he loves it.
That's because you can't keep it on a plate.
Yeah. There is that too. I was just thinking, Chris has got one of those cool stubby holders. I got to get one of them. Just saying.
LifeWise was founded by a gentleman called Bill, and he's a pet nutritionist. So yeah, it's very good quality food. And when you see some of the results of some of the that come in that are very emaciated,
maybe I just need to post it to you.
Mate, I had a Labrador. It ate everything. It doesn't matter. Quality food, any food. It just ate it all. It was a lab. All right, let's move on, Nash. Let's talk about the amazing damper competition that I ran. Yes, he said.
Hey, what do you want me to say about?
No, nothing. I was just commenting. It's called conversation about my amazing damper competition that I ran. I'm just saying I came in third. Yes, third.
How many entrants, Ed?
I came in third. It doesn't matter how many entrants.
And what was your damper? How long did you cook it for?
I came in third. I got the Kiddies Participation Award. I don't care what anybody says. I got third in the damper competition. Cost me $5 for a Nutella donut, but I still got third. Nah, is it? Yeah, it would have been better if it took off a bit more, but hey, it is what it is. So I came in third with the damper competition. I think some lady called Annie might have come in first with the damper.
No one knows Annie. Does anyone know Annie?
No, nobody's ever heard of Annie. So she came in first, and then Dan from out there, Dan, he came in second, but I came in third with the participation award. So I was really happy. So Annie got a big bottle of Oh, geez. How do I do it?
Fratini wines, that Magnum bottle or whatever.
Big
So
bottle.
that'd be gone by now, I reckon.
I know. But it was
No,
a pretty
but,
good dance.
yeah, Annie, as in Steve and Annie Fuller from Saw Adventures. They drove down all the way from Queensland, and we made sure it was worth their while with the ultimate damper. And it was actually a nice damper. I think she had. It was like a Easter. Are they? I think they're here. It was
I don't
Easter
care.
one.
I don't care. I came in third. That's all I need to worry about. I came in third. I got the participation award. So if I come in third, it's better than coming in last. I came in third. Did Hatchie not enter? No, he didn't. No. And his damper. See, Mark ate and his damper. Sorry about that.
It was
Mark.
like an Easter. It was like a hot cross bun type of.
It was yum
Flavour. Yeah.
So the damper competition came in hot and strong.
I think she might have fucked. I think she
came
did.
in third. What did Annie do? That's a great question, Buck. I think she may have,
because she didn't do it over the coals.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the damper competition went off like a frog in a sock. We had the damper competition. We had the strut your mutt.
Air fry, apparently.
Air fry.
Buller Road Brewery Tour went off like nobody's business. Everybody went down. I think we had 30 go down to see Adam. Nas?
I don't know. You organised it.
Okay.
I wasn't there to count them. According to the photos, there was quite a few.
There was. I'm saying there was 30. There was 30 people that went down for the Buller Road Brewery Tour. So Adam, really appreciate everybody come down. Everybody got the tour and all the rest of it. The four-wheel drive trips, the self-drive trips went off like there's no tomorrow. Everybody jumped on one. And I think most people did one. I think a few people just happened to go up to Craig's Hut, not mentioning Mr. Freddie Boots or Lukey Reed might have visited Craig's Hut, or even Steve and Saw Adventures. They all went up there. So a few people went up there and had a bit of a drive up there, which was good, which was the idea of it. As I said, there was nothing compulsory. You didn't have to do anything at camp. You could do as little, as much as you want. Talking about driving distances, we had some people drive some big distances to camp. Did we not, Nas?
We did. I was rather impressed. We did have a little competition for the furthest, which was WA. But, had Alicia come from WA. We had Lukey come all the way from Tasmania. He had to swim across. We had quite a few people coming from Queensland, which was really nice to see. A few New South Wales people. There were a good bunch of new people from Victoria, which was really pleasant to see, because obviously we want this group to grow. Probably one of the most impressive for me was...
hang on. You want to know what the most impressive was for me? It was Chris driving all the way from Mansfield to Mansfield. I was impressed, mate.
And he camped there too.
He camped there, and absolutely bought his horse float down to Cookers Burgers and everything. So I was impressed that he drove so far.
Josh. Yeah, so I reckon we had people from all over the country, and just Mr. Pickle, he actually was working in Auckland, and so he actually flew over just for the event. We had Rob, the Wanderer, was meant to come down. He's had some, obviously troubled with time and stuff, so he couldn't come. He couldn't drive his way down. He was planning to come down and hire a little rig. He's come down in a few weeks now, so if you haven't heard, Rob's had some surgery. We're very grateful that Rob caught it in time and had his little skin thing taken out.
I think it was very fortunate. It's as Rob has said on his channel, and I think in the community in general, get those moles checked and all the rest of it. I think it would have been worse if Rob had come down here and then 2 weeks later discovered it was worse than what it actually was. So, to be quite honest, if you've got those little skin things to have a look at, do have a look at them. Don't put it off. Don't put it off to the last minute when it's too late. Just have a look at them. Everybody's health's important. And I'm glad they didn't operate on his middle leg, which I was really worried about, because we wouldn't be able to call him tripod anymore. Just saying. Nas didn't get that joke. You know that, don't you?
He's still thinking.
Nas, would you like to talk about the catered dinner?
The dinner went really well. Now, we had pre-event, because we had about 140 people at the event. Pre-event, I reckon we had about 80 or so, but we ended up with close to 100. Big thanks to Masters of Munch. They put on a great meal, nice full plate.
The ladies did well.
Get that grin off your face, Ed. Nice big meal, and I couldn't do dessert, actually. It was probably a little bit too much for me, but they put on great feed, and they did over cater, which was really good because we had a lot of.
No, they didn't. I got the last of the chips. You know how it is, Nas, me and chips.
Yeah, you probably got a few extra too because you would have sweet talked the chef.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Yeah. So the dinner went down well, didn't it, Nas?
The dinner went really well. I think everyone was impressed, and I had a chat with Buck this week as well, and he called up to give us his thumbs up. He's obviously received some feedback and stuff. And look, I'm not trying to make it sound like this is all Buck's event or anything, but he's, as far as I'm concerned, the godfather of this event. So it was lovely to hear from him, and a bit of a pat on the back for us. And one point that he always made was bringing, you got to put on as many activities and stuff to really bring people together. Now, I wasn't a big fan of the catering in the beginning, but really proved that Buck was right. Like, it was just nice to get
funny that, isn't it?
For a meal.
Funny that, isn't it? Yeah.
You went right, Ed. I said Buck was right. You were just following Buck's orders.
So much love.
All this time, Ed's like, no, we're going to do it. Because he's so adamant. And then I realised Buck got into his ear and said, no, mate, it's a great idea. Do it.
Yeah, it's the same with the pizza night. Great idea.
Yeah. Ed wants all the credit for everything.
Yeah, no, I didn't take all the credit for it. I just pushed it through. I've got on my notes here, community and atmosphere. Now, there's been a couple of posts on the Facebook group. I came alone and met a friend. Now, in saying that, some ladies, girls, however you want to call it, don't know. They came on their own and they sort of, were not out a bit, but there were some really good friendships formed from the camping event. Now, that's what it's all about. It's all about community, and a lot of good friendships have been formed. We caught up with old mates. We caught up with new mates, which is even better. So that's what the community is about. We've all come together for Legends for Charity, and we'll all come together for whatever event it might be. So a lot of good friendships were formed, even though they're sort of way over the other side of the country. We've got Facebook, we've got teleo phones, we can speak to everyone. So a lot of good friendships were formed. A lot of contacts were made, such as Chris with my sister-in-law, Leanne with the Hawthorne RSL. Those sort of things have all happened. So the communities come together, and then we've got the Studying Over Dog Rescue. I am not allowed to get another dog, by the way. Wife says no. What can I say? So a lot of friendships were formed. Yeah, Alicia from WA was amazing. We sat down. She is the cat's mother, but Alicia was fantastic. The best company. She's been a member of the community for some time. Because
Alicia, just for those people, Alicia came down on her own from WA. She did attempt to come to Gumbara, and so she's been part of the group for a little while. Did attempt to come to Gumbara, but didn't make it, and then ended up doing a Cape York, was it? I think. But look, the amount of people that, for me, and that's what made it really special, was the amount of people that go, oh, no, look, I don't know I could do it. I don't know anybody. And, I was like, please just come along. I promise you within 5 minutes, you'll know more than enough people. And they did. And to have people come and say, yeah, I came alone and I made a heap of friends. We had some beautiful people there, and I saw a lot of people hugging by the end of the event. And
I just do that.
No, I don't mean that type of hug, Ned. You were just, anyway. I'm talking about the lovely, generous people that just, there's a lot of love that weekend. It really was. And for me, that's what I felt in Gumbara, and that's really what I was trying to bring down here is, that community feel and just bringing people together. And I reckon we're on a good wicket for the next event. too.
And not just saying it because we had a lot of Victorians here, not all VB drink. I actually don't think I saw a can of VB that whole weekend.
We did
I
have a
don't-
slab there just in case Buck turned up, didn't we?
Yeah, we had one slab of that and one slab of light. Yeah,
What'd you tell the most of? The light. Just say the light.
nothing went actually. Everyone brought enough of their own, so the emergency rations didn't have to be broken into.
No rat
All right.
packs were.
Ed, we've been on 45 minutes. I reckon we should start introducing.
Oh, well, hang on, Nas. You didn't want to schedule. I'm running to my schedule, all right? Jeez. What
that
is
I
schedule?
changed 5 minutes
Really,
before the
he said,
event, and you forgot.
Okay, we're talking about reflections.
Just a quick one. RSL, Vic RSL. We've got a question here from Landy.
Can you explain
quick
how the
question.
Victorian RSLs are different from other states and how donations such as these assist on keeping them going? Chris.
You need more pokie machines, don't you, Chris?
Shut up, he needs none.
Oh, look, pokie machines may be good for some RSLs. Ours, it would fold, I reckon, with the pokie machines here. We run off our every Friday night raffle, etc. Everyone has their own opinion. And yes, every state and territory do run their RSL slightly different. But at the end of the day, we're all here for the main cause, and that's to help those veterans. Yeah.
Can you leave that question up there again, please, Nas?
Which one was that?
The one we just answered about the RSLs and how they differ. Yeah, could you explain Victoria to other states and how donations such as these assist keep them going? Just leave it up there for a bit longer so people can read it and soak in what Chris just said with his new shirt, with his poppy and his. I'm just saying, a few more, about 3 weeks' time, we've got Anzac Day coming up. Just saying, just commenting. Reflections of camp. Anything you want to look back at, Nas, that was a good point or a bad point?
No, I reckon let's go to the next one now.
You reckon?
It's been nearly 50 minutes.
His bloody dog.
I'm excited to get him on.
No, I'm just whinging about your dog pulling all over the joint.
He only pooed on your mat, and that took me ages to get him to do.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, mate. Put the pressure on. I had to put the pressure washer onto it today. Just saying. Fundraising. Okay. You want to bring? Okay. Now, I know this is a bit of controversial in the chat and all the rest of it, but we did have to pass on to somebody. Did speak to a few people up in New South Wales. Some people didn't want to take it on, so that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. They didn't want to take it on. That's
okay. So just explain that, Ed.
No, Nas, would you let me finish?
We wanted to. We initially the event started in Queensland because there's going to be a few people here that are not up with it all. So the event started in Queensland, more north, and it slowly moved its way down. Now there was an expectation, I suppose, that New South Wales was going to get the last event. It ended up coming to Victoria through no fault of our own. It was handed to us, but we really wanted the event for the benefit of the group. We really wanted the event to go to New South Wales. Obviously, it's in between Queensland, so it was a little bit difficult for some Queenslanders to come down. And by putting it in New South Wales next, that's what we hoped. It would allow Victorians to continue to support the event. It would give Queenslanders a better opportunity, an easier opportunity to get there. And of course, give New South Wales a chance for an easy drive. So, thank you.
Would you like to bring him in?
That was our goal.
Without further, go, Nas. Introduce them.
The event started way before. Now,
no.
Look, what I want to say. Sorry, Phil. Yeah, I'm just. I'm. Probably was before Queensland, but I wasn't up with it all before there. But one thing when I came to the last event, I was blown away by the energy, and I keep throwing this word around, but the energy and the love at the event. There was so many great people. I made so many friends. Some of those friends, friendships continue today, and I think I believe from that event. They just saw how excited and energized both Ed and I were. And, we were asked if we'd consider taking on the event. Now, part of this event, same thing. This couple that's about to come on for me, just showed the same energy and love that they just everybody was
All
so
right,
excited.
okay, Nash,
Hey.
let's just bring them on. Just bring them on.
Sorry,
Let's go.
but
No, you're
super
going on too long.
excited to announce Josh and Tania from Jane T's Journey, supporters of the event for the last, when at Gumbara, but definitely supporters of the event and been supporting us in getting it off the ground. So very excited about that.
Thank you, Nash.
Harvey
Jay?
Bay, wasn't Harvey Bay, Queensland?
Nash, shut up. Okay, JT, tell us about yourself and where you're thinking of taking this event to. I'm looking forward to this one. Just quietly go.
Hey, Ed. So I'm Josh, Jay, and
T, Tania, but T's easier.
yeah.
It's easier.
So we're based in the central west of New South Wales. We actually live in Bathurst. The event won't be in Bathurst, but it will be in the region. So look, we're honoured to be able to take this on. We're hoping to put on the best event that we can. We've already got a couple of charities lined up. We're looking at supporting a local dog rescue. Dog rescue works a little bit different in New South Wales, I think, to the way it works in Victoria. But we're looking at supporting a local dog rescue that has branches out into other areas of the state as well, and a local teen and young adult mental health service. Those are two things that are really passionate towards us. We can't announce, like, we're not going to put any more information out than that about who we're looking at supporting, because obviously we're starting to open conversations with
Still
those
got to
people.
cross some T's and dot some I's before
Yeah.
we officially
Yeah.
do it.
You just realised what you said. Cross a T.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. And, obviously we are big dog people. We're currently sitting in our camper because we're still on holiday.
We're still in Victoria.
And we have our puppies with us. We've just woken them up. So
This is the winner of Strut Your Mutt right here. We were very, very fortunate for that to happen.
So she's our golden oldie. We hope that she makes the next event, but she's young dogs.
She's 16.
16, and young dogs don't get any younger. So she's our golden oldie, and we have two little ones that will almost definitely be at the event, and the other one is
he's sleeping.
He's under the blanket. He likes tucking himself under the blanket. So.
And the two teenagers are inside. So
yeah.
Probably on their devices, no doubt, on their phones, bored out of their brain.
We might leave the teenagers at home for this one.
Oh, might be a good idea, actually. Yeah.
With J&T, everybody on Facebook, please don't bust their chops. This does take a lot of work. It's not like it happens overnight. You got to find locations and things like that. The information is going to be a bit slow at the beginning, but give them time to do their stuff. Throw your support behind them. I'm already going to New South Wales. The people at the caravan park, they're coming up as well, so that's even better. So Jason and Jason, geez, wow, they're all coming up anyway. Everybody's coming up, so it doesn't matter. So throw your support behind them. Just give them hit like, subscribe, all that sort of garbage, all the rest of it. Just give them time to put this stuff together. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. Just put your support behind them. I'm grateful that T took it over.
September 26th.
Yeah, that was probably. Well, it wasn't September 26th because that hasn't quite happened yet.
September 25. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, that was us. We also have a question. Well, T has a question for Gay and Carol about.
Oh, sorry,
Craig's
Ed.
hut.
You're cutting Ed off.
Sorry.
No, it's an elevation question, isn't it?
Yes. What's the elevation of Craig's hut?
Because this guy was too silly to look it up before we went there.
Him.
Me.
Oh, so these guys are taking over. So let's get fuel prices will be cheaper by then, so we can all go anyway. So I'm sort of glad they took it over. They got their stuff sorted, and basically we're handing it there, and it's to a new generation, all that sort of stuff. Us oldies have got to take a bit of a break, getting a bit on.
We're not that much younger than you, mate.
Oh, I don't know. You don't know how old I am.
Yeah.
I still remember the
No,
age.
they're talking about combined, Ed.
Sorry?
Combined age,
yeah.
They're nearly as old as you.
I'd like to formally apologise for my son-in-law winning all the raffles. He did buy 2 books, so he did drop $500 in the barrel. So somebody said, "Oh, his son-in-law won all the raffles." Well, mate, if you'd put $500 in the teller, you would have won all the raffles too. So, just my little meow at the moment. Yeah, right, Ness.
Yeah,
Ness.
comments.
We're at the 54th out there touring with Dan's there, my new best mate. Now, Ness, I'm on my last page of my notes.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we discussed at the beginning of the stream?
Not really.
Okay,
I'm ready.
Okay. With the raffles, for example, we had approximately how much value in raffle tickets? With 8.5K. Is that 850,000 or 8,500?
8,500.
In price.
So it was a bit over 8,500 basically, but and over the weekend we raised a little bit more than that as well. So we did really well considering the number of people we had, and that for me is just amazing. In this day and age with all the cost of living and all that sort of stuff, people were still able to put their hands in their pockets pretty deep and help us out.
So we're very fortunate in the raffle prizes, which were donated, some by a generous donator within the community, so on and so forth. You've seen all the stuff on Facebook, who donated what and where and whom and why. So you've seen all that. NASA's put it up there a bazillion times to a point that is beyond a joke. Just saying. Now, Nas, that was the approximate amount of raffle prizes that were drawn, that were available. So do we have the final figure or figures? Now, we've got to remember we had the 8.5K in raffle prize. We did have some vendors there, Nas, and they were, Nas, the vendors that were there. Yes, that donated.
Vendors that we had. We had Rugsell, Eco X Gear. We had Matt from Max Liner, Autofix, Starting Over Dog Rescue. We had Mansfield RSL. We had, and of course, Swiftcrest and Ross Ritchie Wines. And, we all got to have a bit of moonshine. And
hey, hang on. Talking about the Mansfield RSL, Chris, did you know they came down and cooked us dinner Sunday morning? Wasn't that awesome?
That wasn't dinner, it was breakfast, my friend.
As well, yeah, well, it was dinner for me, mate. I didn't have
dinner bread.
He had a nap after that. Dinner, so they came down and cooked that, so that was good. That went off. We sold everything, didn't we? Oh, we had some bacon and eggs left over, which...
Oh, yeah, we catered for 150. We did 100 serves, and the 50 serves that were left over were divvied up with the last crew that was still floating around late Sunday.
Yeah, so if
we
you're
had some
fortunate
bacon
to
and
stay
eggs on
around,
Monday morning,
Mel
mate.
did send out a SMS or text message or whatever it is, and you got 2 eggs and some bacon for brekkie the next day. So we got the $8,500 total for the raffle prizes that were donated by various peoples in the community. Nas, could you put our final figures up, because I know everybody's busting to do that, and we're at 57 minutes, so I think it's time. Boom! Tell them, Nas.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. So, look, I counted up it as about 22 on the weekend, and then it kept going. It was getting closer to 24. Got back to Melbourne, checked the bank accounts, and we had some last-minute donations as well. And that's taking it to look, the final figure's slightly over 25K. But what we're going to do is keep the bank account open, because it's going to make life a lot easier. I've set things up a little bit differently to how they were handed to me. And so we've got a dedicated bank account and stuff now, and that'll get handed over to Josh and Tanya. And along with the Google accounts, the website, Square accounts, YouTube page, all of that stuff. And we're going to round it out at 25K, because we want to leave a couple of bucks in the bank account, just to make sure that the bank account keeps rolling. So 25K, I reckon that's a pretty good effort.
I think the community done really well. I don't want to take credit for it. I think it's all about the community and people who bought the raffle prizes, the shirts, just the shirts from SMG, Brett from SMG, just saying.
Yes, there was what about 15?
A lot of people have put more into the community than you actually realise. We had as I said, we had a generous supporter in the community bought pieces and donated some money over a period of time, probably, whatever it is. The generous supporter just put money in the community and made this all possible. So thank you to them. Give them a round of applause or a little clap or whatever you want to do. So, Nas, have you put the monies into their bank accounts yet?
No, I haven't, because I'm still waiting for Chris to send through the bank details.
Oh,
the secretary sent that today, which
There
is
you
my
go.
wife.
Okay,
Thank you. Already done.
Chris asked me to hold back, actually, because he didn't want the money to go in until everyone was advised. And he wanted to surprise everybody at the he's at the RSL tonight, and they're all watching. So
Well, if they're not, they are now. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. No, it's not.
Yeah. I'll take you into their main room where a couple of people are still remaining, and I'll get them all to say hello.
There's always one. There's always a couple in there.
Everyone want to say a quick hello? 25K they raised. So yeah. There you go. So thank you very much.
No, Chris, you're more than welcome. I'm a big supporter of the RSL and our veterans. So that was my.
What are you going to do with the money, Chris? Buck's asking.
Oh,
yes. So
12 and a half grand.
The main room that we had a lot of trouble with is being done. Sorry, not the main room, the sports room, which is where I'm sitting now. Our main room that we use every day, we can't open windows. We want to sound deaden it. We've got a lot of people with hearing aids. We just want to make it a little bit more modern and comfortable for all of our veterans. So that money is going to go towards updating our main hall. Thank you.
mate, you're more than welcome. Probably veterans are a passion of mine. Obviously, I was an ADF, blah 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 blah. Drove trucks, room. But it's always been a passion of mine, the RSL, and helping our veterans out, because they do tend to get forgotten, as some of us do know, and they do struggle with mental health issues. So I am more than proud to but it's all about the community. It's not about me. It's not about Nas. It's about people who turned up to camp, put their hand in their pocket, put some money out there. So yeah, it's great. I'm more than excited. I'm very pleased.
Look, some of the people that bought raffle tickets weren't buying cheap ones neither. They were going into the big 250 mark. So, thank you to those people too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to picking up a stubby hole. Just saying.
Yeah, we did have a price structure on the tickets basically, and it was $250 for a book, and we sold quite a few of those, so it worked out really well. Like I said, people were very generous over the weekend, not just with raffle tickets, but just money donations and stuff. Just putting money in the tin and that sort of stuff. So. Just like we saw at Gumbara, just the generosity over a weekend is absolutely amazing. And I think that comes down to just the spirit and energy of the event. People were genuinely excited and really contributing. I was just couldn't believe it. I was really impressed.
Look, there was a lot of people that I've never met before, and I do sometimes struggle in crowds. I lived at that. Well, not I, my family lived at that caravan park for 4 or 5 months. And that last weekend was the most comfortablest weekend I've ever had. Everyone was there for the same reason. And it was just so chilled, relaxed. You boys were running around like mad hatters, but I tell you what, a good job to all. Yeah, can't wait for New South Wales. We're coming.
Yeah.
Good. Now, remember, there's a special date coming up soon. What date would that be, Chris? Just saying.
25th of April. Go out there and support the fallen and those that have served for our time where we are today, please. That'd be lovely.
So what's the plans in Mansfield for those in Victoria?
Okay, so Mansfield will have I'll get it right in a minute, a 6 o'clock dawn service. Followed by that, the Mansfield Fire Brigade, which I'm also part of, they do a massive gunfire breakfast for a gold coin donation. And then we come back at 10 o'clock. We start in front of the Mansfield Fire Station. We march up to our Menham Gates and we hold our final service with laying reeves, etc. back to the RSL for a few more brewskis.
No.
Can we do a 7 a.m. start?
No, I don't think you realise, Nas, it's not on your schedule, mate.
Look, you can go out to Merry Jig. I think theirs starts around about 7 o'clock.
No. It's Mansfield or nothing.
And for members in the community that are watching, 25 April, go to your local RSL, buy yourself a poppy, support our veterans, past and future. Well, not past and future veterans, our veterans. Get it there, buy a poppy, yourself a little badge, only a couple of bucks. It's much appreciated.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Chris?
That's right. We appreciate every little bit. And once again, everyone that's out there selling stuff, they're all volunteers.
Yeah. I've got a bit of an issue when companies put people, pay people out there because, whatever dollar I give, every dollar I give, it's not all going to the charity. But in this case, it's definitely, obviously, they're going to cover their costs and stuff, but we know all the money's going to charity.
Yep. So remember, 1 day service, you can join your local RSL. Isn't that correct, Chris?
100%. And you do not have to be a veteran. You do not have to be a member of a family member of a veteran. You can go in as a social member and be a supporter of those clubs as well.
What can I say?
Now, I've got a question for J&T. How did you manage with 3 dogs on the weekend? I think you won the most number of dogs for the event.
The dogs are easy. It's the kids.
Yeah.
I saw one of them trying to slip some coffee.
Oh yeah. As soon as she's 14 going on 40, so she's got to test the boundaries there somewhere.
Yeah. We've had a little bit of practice traveling with the kids and the dogs, and honestly, I'll take the dogs over the kids.
Yeah.
We love them. We really do.
At least we got a little pet fence that we put outside. So for those who weren't there, most people who were there would have seen our pet fence that we have outside. So like when the dogs need to go outside, you just open the door and they just run out and go do their own thing. The kids just want to sit here and stare at their phones. So it's like you got to get a crowbar underneath them and pry them off the seats to get them out the door to go socialise.
The best part about the campground where we were at the Mansfield camp area, as Mel and Nathan told us in a little interview that we'll put on later on, was that it's supposed to bring you back to that 80s, 90s feel where, before technology was the go, it's when kids had to go out. If they want to have fun, they actually had to go out and meet other kids. And that's exactly what our 2 did. We made them go out and actually socialize. And it was great because it gave them a little bit of a glimpse into what we had to do when we were growing up. So it was great.
Yeah. That's one thing with caravan parks that I've always loved. Like with my kids, we talked about this, used to go to Port Arlington every year for about 10 years. And it was like living in the streets in the 80s. Kids running around the street, running up to each other. And there was quite a few kids there on the weekend. And I often saw them mucking around together, and they were constantly chasing each other and having so much fun together. So it wasn't just the adults getting out there and introducing themselves. The kids had an absolute ball and really, mixed
Absolutely.
really well.
Yeah, there was a good age bracket that was there. So, mind you, though, our daughter's a bit of a mother hen. She would have just adapted to any child between 2 and 25. So, yeah, she would have been the boss, probably.
So, guys, in the 25K, you got to remember, too, there was a large support from the Rob the Wanderer and Mr. Buccarooni's channel. They did put a fair amount of money into this final tally, so we should thank them, shouldn't we, Nas? Yes, we should.
And not just money either. Like, we got a lot of support from a lot of people. And like I said, Bucks, I mentioned before, Bucks, and he's done, he makes a conscious effort not to stick his nose in it and stuff, but he's been there really helpful in answering a lot of support questions and advice and that sort of stuff. Like, obviously, he's done a few of those in the past. He called up Josh and he, pretty much after the event and, wish them luck and offered his support and that for the event. Rob, Steve, and Rob 1, Rob 2, and Steve have been fantastic throughout the event as well in giving us support, when we needed it, and advice when we needed it. I mean, so many people have really, and as I said, I mean, as much as Ed likes to take all the credit, it's come from a lot. I'm taking the credit for the weather. That's purely me. I'm not sharing that with anybody, but everything else really was. So many people getting involved with positive, advice and feedback and just guidance. And all the people there, everybody.
Just pointing us in the right direction. A few text messages between myself and Buck, and maybe the odd phone call, let's just say. Some of them have been colourful, some of them are not. But, yeah, I do thank Paul for his support of the Legends for Charity down here in Victoria. And also Rob the Wanderer for his support. I'll be looking forward to catching up with Rob when he brings his he's flying in and doing his little camper thing. And I'll be popping up, I don't know, sometime in the not too... Hey, Chris, what time's the RSL open on Friday? Just saying.
Yeah, Friday's 5 o'clock to anywhere 7, but tonight we're doing a late one. We're almost 9 o'clock, so this is the longest we've had for quite a while. It's awesome.
So what time's happy hour? 5
o'clock, as soon as you walk in the door. We got 1990 prices we do, so yeah.
Can you do it for the 80s? Because that's my era. I'm just saying,
I don't know. I think you're a bit older than that, aren't you?
No, not really, but...
I might just say something quickly, Ed, about the support. Just since, us taking the event was, I think, probably one of the worst kept secrets ever. But look, to everyone who has reached out to us, we've got a few people to get back to. We do appreciate everybody reaching out and offering support. If you've reached out to us and you're watching this and we haven't gotten back to you, we do apologize, but we will get back to you. And thank you. The outreach of support for us to help plan the next event has been outstanding and happened way quicker than I think either of us expected.
Within half an hour of Sunday night, we had people coming up saying, if you need any help with anything, great, yes, that'd be awesome. Because obviously this was our first time going to one of these, and we've put our hand up for something pretty massive, and then we obviously have to follow Ed and Nas. So, we've got a pretty big thing to live up to right now. So, yes, we're very appreciative of anybody who wants to help us. That'd be awesome.
And no one comes in this with experience. I mean, when Buck started, Buck's probably got a bit of a skill set now, but he had no experience when he started doing this. The guys at Gumbara had no experience. Like, it's just it's a massive thing. I'm seeing a lot of stuff around Bathurst. One thing that no one wants to tell you what to do or how to do, but I think it sounds like you're going to need to be reasonably close to Bathurst or close enough for people, because it sounds like a lot of people want to race.
Well, the place we've got in mind is about 20 minutes from Bathurst, but that makes it's a great location because you've got the Blue Mountains about an hour's drive from Bathurst. You've got, hopefully by then, Jenolan Caves will be open, and there's just that in itself is a day trip. The thing is, you'll probably need more than a weekend if you want to explore that area. Just so much to offer there.
Yeah, there's
and
That's funny thing now. Thank you.
Who's the Nas and who's the Ed?
I'm Nas.
Oh, really?
I think I made that announce. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's your better looking than he is anyway.
What's she saying, Eddie? She's the better looking one.
Yeah, she is the better looking
one.
The
one that wears the pink shirt.
Yeah.
Blue all the way, sorry.
Hey, Chris, yeah.
Sorry, watermelon, Nas. Watermelon, yeah.
Sorry, watermelon.
Yeah.
How far is Bathurst from Brisbane?
Right, it's salmon.
Okay, so someone's just said Carcoar Dam would be the perfect location to have the event. So we actually disagree with that. So we will say wherever we hold it is going to have
We need amenities.
full amenities. and the option for powered sites. Unfortunately, Carcoar Dam's a lovely location. We have
It's
stayed
a great
there.
location.
There's tons of space, but the issues we're going to run into at that time of the year are potential issues with fire bans. The amenities there are okay, but they're not fantastic, and you don't want to use the showers. So
just suggesting it doesn't have to be run at the same time. It can be run any time you find fit.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, this time of year seems to be a bit more fitting down there as well. Down there, up there. I mean, we're still down here, so we've got to go back up there.
Somebody else has said, there's the bridle track, there's historic Hill End, there's Millthorpe, there's the historic township of Carcoar, there's
Mayfield Gardens, like Cowra is 45 or so minutes from Blaney. There's Japanese Gardens so
at
much.
Cowra. You could spend 2 weeks in Region and not see everything. And I mean, like there's plenty of things to do there, and we'll try and tailor everything so that it all brings everything back to raising money for the charities. So,
mate,
just camping with dogs. Yes, it's definitely going to be in 2028. As long as we're not at war or anything.
People that don't want it in the school holidays.
I'd suggest, mate, it's up to you. You, as I said to Nas many years ago, you make it what you make it.
You make it your own.
You make it your own.
Yeah,
look, suggestions coming through. Listen to
it. Enjoy your time doing it. It's fantastic. Just saying.
We're looking at mid-March to mid-May, somewhere in that region as a starting.
That's a great idea because I'll be able to get some work done.
Yeah, as it's starting to cool down, but not too cold, because when it does get cold in our region, it gets really cold. Maybe not quite as cold as Mansfield, but when it gets cold in our area, it does get pretty cold, and you don't want to be there in summer.
I'm just going to interrupt everyone. I just want to send a big, huge thank you, lots of love to everyone, and guys, can't wait to see you in a couple of years. It'd be great. Thank you.
I'm coming up whenever I'm up Mansfield way. Rather than go to Buller Road, I'll go to the RSL. And then go to Buller Road.
Awesome. All right. All the best, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chris, for joining us.
Thanks, Chris.
Look forward to catching up again. A membership's coming in the mail.
No worries. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. See ya.
Bye.
Cheers. There you go. We got rid of Chris. Oh, did I say that out loud? No, I didn't. He's a lovely bloke, to be quite honest.
Feel the love.
Oh, he is a nice fella. Yeah. Anything else to say, Ness? It's rather important.
No, I think we've covered it all. The big one, obviously, is the final tally, 25K. So I'll make sure that gets transferred over this weekend.
Nas will be posting photos of the transfer from the Legends account to the various charities. Will you not, Nas?
I'll put something up there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Make sure that goes in there.
And as I said, the stubby cool. Well, it's not really one of the stubby cool. The last of the stubby coolers were left up at Mansfield, the same as the patches. And they are going to be sold via the caravan park. And they do have contact.
And who was it before? Someone mentioned that they'd already paid for them, Ed, but you haven't sent them up. And that's fine. Just let Mansfield know. Martini
Adventures has posted. He will be letting me know. I've got some patches here for him if he needs them. But the patches aren't going to waste, nor are the stubby holders. They're going to be for sale at the Mansfield RSL for however long it takes to sell them, and they'll be split the money either way. Mel and Nathan, they are good people. They are honest, and they will do their thing. Now, if you did go to the event and you were at the caravan park, holiday park, do leave them a Google review or something like that so they can get some more income into the holiday park. It is if you went there, it is what it is. Give it a shot. Give them a little plug. All the rest of it. Nas, anything else you'd like to say? Actually, one more. Thanks everybody who turned up to camp. As I said to a lot of people at camp, if I got 10 people there and raised $100, I was happy. I am absolutely stoked that we got so many people there and we raised this amount of money. I'm sort of a bit humbled by the experience. I'm not an easily humbled man. Yes, I am. But I'm humbled by the amount of people that turned up, put their hands in their pockets, gave money to the various things that were raising. I hope they all enjoyed themselves, because I certainly did. I enjoyed bumping into everybody, walking around camp several times a day, saying hello to everybody. So
You're just getting drinks off everyone, Ed.
no, I was not getting drinks. Just for a change, I was
Yes, you
not
were.
getting drinks or food.
Yeah, it was either food or drink.
I'd just like to thank everybody who turned up to the camping event. I like the people who behind the scenes gave us support. You know who you are. I'm very humbled by the support that we've received, and I'd like to personally say thank you.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I just want to say that I think I've set it all up to now. Everyone knows how I feel, but I'm really grateful, definitely for all the people that come down. And I don't want to kind of make it like the people that travel the long distances and stuff. I know it's a real difficulty at the moment. Like it's an extra challenge for them, and I really appreciated that. The love and energy that we felt that weekend was absolutely fantastic. The friendships that were generated from that weekend was absolutely fantastic. Biggest thing for me is knowing that it's going in good hands. It seems to me that a lot of people are pretty excited about New South Wales, so I think it's been a fantastic decision. These guys, showed their interest and their passion for this event throughout the year, and I was, and we did discuss it with some of the expatriates of the event, and everybody was more than happy to pass it on to these guys. And beautiful family, beautiful people. They understand the essence of what all the predecessors have tried to do with this event, and I'm confident that it's going to be a great one. I reckon it's going to be even better than our event. I don't want to put any pressure on you guys, but
Right.
it will be. You've got so many people out there, throwing the support. We'll all be there. We're booking our tickets as soon as you announce the park or announce the location. So
Just remember,
this
Nash,
event.
shut up. It's the T factor.
The T factor.
It's the T factor. That's going to be the new thing. It's the T factor.
It's
So, yeah, I think
28.
it's got T's in it. What can I say? I think we should leave it there, Nash. We've been on for long enough. We've bored people to tears. Personally, I'd like to thank everybody who turned up once again to camp. I'd like to thank my co-coordinator, Nash. He did give me a hand. Trust me, I did have all black hair. Now I have grey hair, thanks to Nas and his pink shirt.
It's just wiser. It's
yeah,
just
I know.
wiser.
I don't know about wise. I think I lost a few IQ points on the way. Thank you, everybody who's put their hands in their pockets for their money. Thank you to all our supporters, all the people in the back area that's given us some advice and all the rest of it. I'm eternally grateful.
To Trevor too. Trevor from AutoFix. He
yes,
and Road 4x4. He spent a lot of weekends with us, traveling back and forth and helping us really sell. He's a good salesman.
Thank you for the people that have texted me. I've had long phone calls with, all the rest of it. It was a bit hard working with Nas, as you can well imagine, but it's a great event. I got some memories that lasted a lifetime. My wife has just said, thank God you're home again for the whole weekend. So I'm home all Easter. And my poor YouTube subscribers have been a bit poor on the content. Don't worry, I'm going back to camp soon. So from me to you, love you heaps. I'm glad you all enjoyed your camping experience and your experience with Legends for Charity in Mansfield. Nas, would you like to finish off?
Ditto.
Oh, what's a ditto? That is just a short.
Ditto.
I got no idea.
Thank you, everyone. I think we've done it. Thank you.
Well
Thanks
done to
and
you
good luck.
guys.
Good luck to you guys.
You
Love
two
you
guys.
all. See you in the next video. And this will be the last one from me and Nat. But just saying, Ed's Forward Driving Camping might be doing a live stream Fridays or Saturday nights once a month. Just saying. See you.
Ed, YouTube sensation.
I
Thanks,
know.
everybody.
Ice creams.
Half price ice cream at the store. Cheers.